Hello and welcome to episode 1 of a new series here on the channel where we will be playing the nation of Eduz-Vacyn, who is a new Sun Cult nation in Bulwar. And let me tell you what, I am looking forward to this one. It looks like it's going to be very interesting. Our whole thing is that we are like one of the original temples of the Sun Cult religion, and because everything in Bulwar has gone very badly for the Sun Cult as of recently, with monsters showing back up and the elven nations are kind of falling apart, we are going to take it upon ourselves to ensure that it is fixed and that the darkness does not win and that the light may shine on Bulwar once more. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's going to be quite a blast, I hope. Now, we have a starting ruler that is a 5-2-3. They are kind-hearted, they are careful, and they are an obsessive perfectionist. And that is Castra Zaid Zel Vacin, which is pretty sweet. Now, as I said, we are a theocracy, and we are a Bulwari temple. Bulwari temples are the house of Suriel, a place of worship, but there are also massive complexes with schools, workshops, storehouses, and libraries. The Kashra is the religious as well as political leader of the temple, while the Shasig, or head administrator, is in charge of the day-to-day functioning of the temple and its institution. We do not have heirs. Elections only occur when ruler dies. It enables the temple authority ability, and we cannot switch government types. We have minus 10% national tax, minus 0.05 monthly autonomy change, and minus 5 Shibari influence. We do have access to some special government interactions here, which we will go over in a bit when we learn a little bit more about our religion. But we are human admin and military, so that's minus 2.5% all power cost and minus 25% culture conversion cost. In addition, we have human military, which is 5% morale of armies and 5% morale of navies. Diplomacy-wise, we start off as a tributary under Zaka. They will demand money from us. We make a little bit of cash. We start off on Tech 3. Our ideas, we have +1 missionaries, +1 yearly devotion. We have +2 tolerance to the true faith, +1 diplo rep, and 10% improved relations, +1 admin-free policies, 15% trade efficiency, 15% national manpower, minus 1% yearly army tradition decay, +2% missionary strength, and finally, minus 25% established local organization cost, which makes our holy orders that we have access to a little bit cheaper. Missions, we will go over this in a moment, but it will, of course, expand. We could unite the cities of Bulwar into Surakesh. That is like one of the things you can do when you are a Bulwari cultured human. I'm not sure if we'll end up doing that, but we shall see. Our religion is the new Sun Cult. So, new Sun Cult gives minus 2 national unrest, plus 10% recover army morale speed, and minus 2 local missionary strength. The new Sun Cult is the name given to the main denomination of the Bulwari Sun Cult, and claims that Jahair was Suriel reborn, and that since the line of Jahair is ended, his divine duty as Suriel reborn now lies in the hands of the Sun Elven people, and that the world must be united by Sun Elf kind against the malevolent dark. The main teachings of the faith are centered on a dualistic view of good and evil, and the eternal fight between light and darkness. They believe that all gods are dead, with the last god, Suriel, sacrificing himself to become the sun in order to keep the malevolent dark at bay. The followers of the cult seek to protect the light, fighting the darkness by rejecting lies, sadness, and despair, helping the needy, and maintaining hope. The main tenet of the religion is to serve the chosen because they are Suriel's hand on Halan. The new Sun Cult is the dominant religion in Bulwar, and the role of the chosen in a society varies from country to country. Now, our current chosen role is level 3, where the chosen, which are the elves, are seen as keepers of Suriel's light, and they actively participate in regional affairs, acting as elders, guildmasters, judges, and teachers. Merchants and landowners are encouraged to take leadership roles in their communities. Now, there are 5 different levels. We are right in the middle, and I am planning on going up the chosen role. So trying to get, I don't know if we can actually get to level 5, but I want to be at least level 4. I think it kind of makes sense with how Eduz-Vacyn views the cult here, trying to make sure that everything stays together as it has been in the past. So that's what we're going for. It currently gives us +1 tolerance to the true faith, minus 5% leader cost, and minus 5% admin cost. If we do go higher, we get discipline, but it does make our advisors a little bit more expensive. But that is the roleplay that we want to go for, so that's what we're going to do. And then we just have our estates here. One thing to note is human nations that are new Sun Cult do not get access to the Mage Estate, because magic is reserved for elves. You can interpret that as you wish, but do keep in mind that there is old Sun Cult, and they very much do have access to the magical estates and are allowed to do magic. So it is a specific Sun Cult thing, and perhaps the elves are in charge of it, and perhaps they say humans can't use magic because they could use it to usurp elven dominion over them, but I would not say that, because I am a good follower of the new Sun Cult and would never, ever, ever say such things. Now, our early missions will require our clergy to have 60 loyalty. That is something to keep in mind. which means we might not want to actually seize land here, which would kind of be sad, but it is what it is. That means that I do want to hand out things, though, and I want to make sure that these guys' loyalty stay very high. We're going to go for oversight, we're going to go for expansionist zealotry, and religious diplomats. We'll take the monthly admin, too. As for the Barcabti, we will take the monthly mill power, the right of council, supremacy over the temple, and the expand the fortifications, and officer rights. And for the Shibari, which are merchants, I will take free enterprise and promote Shibari bookkeeping. And then I will sell titles. All right? We're going to keep these guys very loyal. Very loyal. We need to do that. We could seize and get 5% crown land. We could seize and give the adventurers something. But I don't really want to. I would rather keep them... Well, do I? I kind of do. We could just do what the clergy want if we get a diet. It might be a... It might just be, like, do some admin development. Let's see what they want. It is, in fact, just do some admin development, which will give 10 loyalty. Okay, you know what? In that case, I will seize. The adventurers are loyal enough. We'll just keep our crown land. Okay, I do have a little bit of cash to play with here, so I'm going to hire a Morale of Armies guy. And I think that's all the setup that we need to do. Now, Zaka is at war with Jadari. Zaka is our overlord. Jadari is who we don't want to win. We do not want Jad to win this war. That is bad. Jad has 115 discipline at the start of the game. They have a 7 shock general that can live for up to 150 years from this point. So we don't want Jad around. We want Zaka to win the war. That being said, Zaka is a powerful mage, but we will also get access to a powerful mage in time. We would rather fight Zaka. Okay? Just trust me on this. We would rather fight Zaka. Now, the way that this works is Jadari, the person, and Zaka, the person, need to fight a battle. And whoever wins that battle will live, and the other one will die. So if Zaka is on an army with 1 troop, and Jad brings all his troops down and wins, boom, Zaka dies. The opposite can happen to Jadari. Again, we want Zaka to win. We do not want Jad to win. We want Zaka to win. Very badly. Because Jad sucks to fight in the early game. Their cavalry are very good, and even if you have a tech advantage, you're still going to struggle unless you have a significant numbers advantage. Which we, as tiny little us, do not. Okay. So let's take a look at our missions here. We have a mission where Elizana needs to like us, and that will give us access to a war wizard, which is why we definitely want to do that. We need to either scornfully insult Azkasur, insult them, or ally them. I don't know what exactly this means. I don't know if, like, we get to vassalize them? Or what? How close are we to ally them? We will choose kindness. Okay, let's choose kindness. Let's start improving relations with them. And start getting some alliances going. We have to wait for the loyalty anyways, so it doesn't matter. And then Sariand either needs to ally us or like us, and the Barcabti needs 60 loyalty or greater. Now, Barcabti, you have 66 there. The problem is Sariand is currently hostile. That's actually good, though. Because sometimes they start domineering, and that is much harder to break. If we can get over 100 relations, we may be able to get Sariand to like us, which would be good. We want Sariand to like us a lot, preferably a lot. Okay, I think it's all the setup we have. Let's go ahead and unpause. Oh, and then we have the 13th night, apparently. Thousands of years ago, the world was fair and beautiful when our Lord walked his garden in the company of his children. But that ended when the darkness killed Mother Kuza. For 12 endless nights, all of Halan was covered in darkness. Gods and men died or were corrupted, twisted, and became servants for the darkness. And for 12 nights, our God endured, and we endured alongside him. 12 nights on which our forefathers saw their entire world fall into chaos. 12 days on which our Lord saw his family, his people, his works perish. And then came the 13th night, the darkest and most tragic one. The night when Mother Saran and Mother Buranin were murdered by their own sons, the treacherous fallen god of magic. But we endured, we maintained hope, and our Lord sacrificed his mortal coil to bring light back to the world. This year, our temple was sieged and sacked, friends and family killed at the hands of Zaka, my predecessor, sacrificed to demons. This is our 13th night. This is our darkest hour. But we will endure, we will maintain hope, and we will vanquish the darkness. And Sariel's light will bless the lands of the Sarani again. Speech of Zaid Zel Vacin, former Shasig of the Temple of Khufu, elected Kashra of the Temple City of Eduz-Vacyn. Don't abandon hope, the sun will come again. Eduz-Vacyn has access to the Temple Authority system. Missions and events can reward or remove a resource called Temple Power. This resource can be spent in active dictates or Holy Order interactions. And it reminds me, I have missed two things that I meant to go over. Number one, the whole thing about Eduz-Vacyn is that we own Eduz-Hamura, the oldest of the Sun Cult temples. Named after the first Kashra of Suriel, Eduz-Hamura rises above the city buildings, built on top of the tallest ziggurat still standing in Bulwar. On the platform on the side of the temple stands a small tower which holds a crystal sphere, a gift from the citrine dwarves to their surrounding friends. Every dawn when the light of Suriel touches the sphere, it is refracted into beams of colored light. So that is the oldest of the Sun Cult temples, and that's why we kind of exist. The other thing is that we have holy orders. We have the Order of Judges, which gives province governing cost reductions and local unrest reductions. We have the Servants of Suriel, that gives local construction cost reductions and goods produced. And we have the Order of Exemplars, which gives manpower and defensiveness. Now, our capital state here is rather small. It is 2 provinces. But I want to, I think, get the Diplo development. Because this gives you +1 admin in all provinces in the state. This gives Diplo, this gives Mill. So let's get the goods produced here. That will be pretty sweet. And that interacts with the Holy Order interactions. Right? So supporting the Holy Orders can be very beneficial for our country. However, we don't have the resources to support them in all of our territories. We need to focus on one region and coordinate with the local major temples to achieve the best result. Going with the Exemplars gives local defensiveness for 15 years, apparently. I'm not sure it's supposed to be 15 years, though. I think it's supposed to be 10. This one gives production efficiency, which gives for 15% for 10 years. And law integration for 10 years. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually bugged. I think it's supposed to be 10. This gives local core creation costs on all uncored provinces in the region, which is insanely strong. It's base 10, except for this one, I guess. And if there is a holy order present in a province, it will increase the time. So if we clicked this right now, we would get 15% production efficiency for 15 years. Now, that does sound pretty nice. But I happen to know that a lot of these early missions require some temple power, so we're not going to do that. Though it is tempting. I don't know. Okay, so I can discover Gore Vazenbrog and Dwarrod 25. Sure. I can see the orcs in there now. Cool. Factions of the temple influence the Kasra. The temple is composed of many different organizations, from the holy orders of the exorcist priest, exemplars, judges, servants, and others, to the clergy composed of scribes, theologians, and priests. Each one is an important part of Suriel's household, and the duty of the Kasra is to pay attention to their needs and counsels. I can gain 100 admin power, 50 diplo power, and gain 5 temple power, or I can spend 50 admin points and 5 temple power to gain 100 diplo points. I will take that temple power. Thank you very much. That is a very, very good thing to get. Okay, so here's Jad. Sure. Here's Jad. Here's Zaka. Remember, we want Zaka to win. I cannot make this clear enough. We want Zaka to win. Very badly. So hopefully Zaka just keeps all of his troops together and then beats Jad, and problem solved. Literally would be problem solved if that happens. But it is very possible that Zaka will absolutely throw here and leave us in a very bad spot. Alright, Eska, sir. Let's be homies. Alright? Let's be the best of friends. I don't need to stay attached to our rights. We're fine. There we go. Go ahead and ally you, which will complete the turmoil in the Sun's Fortress. The Blessed King of Askasur, Aurelian Surzuir, died during the Serani Rebellion of 1444 when he and his army marched to protect the refugees fleeing from Zaka's raising of Hashur. Since his only daughter, an heiress, was born months after his death, the throne of Askasur was taken by Mardant, his chief advisor. Askasur is experiencing political turmoil, and this diminishes our possibilities of defeating Zaka. To try to bring the people of Askasur back to their senses, the Kastra has decided to send envoys to the Sun's Fortress to attempt to gain their allegiance for the temple. Turmoil in the Sun Citadel happens in 30 days. Alright, at this point, we need to start improving with Elisna. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, he slipped domineering. That's unfortunate. Turmoil in the Sun Citadel. With the death of the blessed Irlian Zur-Zuir, and due to his only daughter being born after his light returned to Suriel, Martin Selzuir, Selzur, chief advisor to the late king, has taken to the throne. Martin claims to be a distant descendant of the greatest ruler of Azgasur, Berid. Despite this claimed pedigree, not everyone is happy with this decision, and the legitimacy of Martin's rule is very low. So while our envoys can try to convince the new king of working together with the temple against Zaka, talking directly to the Barkabti and Oralka Dazim could yield more success. Remind Martin of our common goals and spend 100 military points. No, let's do the one that increases our chosen roll, and specifically does not spend 100 military points. And I would very much like to get Tech 4 early, but I don't want to focus it. The people of Azgasur. The discontent with Martin's rule is not limited to the nobility. The Shibari, merchants and artisans that suffer with the blockade that Zaka has on the country, and the commoners who took refuge in the fortress after the Gnolls took their ancestral lands, are the main groups affected by the bad policies of the new king. It is our duty as the first temple to give hope to the peoples that have lost everything to darkness. But organizing a meeting with the Shibari could be a better use of our limited time in the city and yield better results in the long run. This one does have us spending Diplo points, but it does increase the chosen roll. I don't really care about Diplotech as much, so it's fine. Oh, is this going to be it? Nope. I was thinking that maybe Zaka was going to fight him, but not yet. This is good. Honestly, the longer they fight, the better for us, no matter who wins. The Confluence Temple has long been a traditional rival of the temples of Vacin. However, in the past, we have worked together protecting the faith from those who tried to defile it, protecting the faithful from servants of the darkness, both human or monster. But the rivalry persists, and with Eduz-Maduru losing influence with every passing year, the relations with our temples have become bitter. We could make concessions to our brothers and recognize the importance of the Confluence Temple to the faith, or we could prepare a speech to remind the clergymen that our duty as temples is to protect the faithful from darkness in whatever form it takes. I don't want to spend 100 admin points. That does feel a little bit oof. But I did say we were going to raise our chosen level, so we'll do it. We will fully commit to raising the chosen level. Now, is that it? Yes. Foreign commander. A desert elf Jad commandant. No thanks. We really don't want anything Jad involved in our country. It's going to be hard enough to convert them anyways. Okay, so now we need a spy network built in these guys. Huh. Okay. We need a spy network and 60 loyalty with our clergy. That's what we need it for. Maybe we will be able to vassalize them. I don't know. But captain loyalty needs to be 62. Dang, maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I shouldn't have seized land there. Oh, and there it was. He died. Jad is officially dead. Okay, this is good. This is very good. So Zaka is now in charge. Bad news. That means he's allied to Tlucht still, who is a powerful mage. But good news. Good news is, I was by Jad. Oh, we have a truce with Zaka till 49. Okay, that's actually less than good then. I cannot afford for the loyalty there to drop. That does mean though that we're no longer like in a rush to do things. But I really would like to find one of these sun elves that would like to ally me, preferably. But Sarian just refuses to flip off of domineering. Now, if Sarian decks me, I'm just kind of dead. And he will. If he feels like it, he will deck me because Zaka probably won't defend me because he hates me. So, we'll see how that goes. Alright, we can start building a spy network though on this guy. That'll be fine. Ooh, I can get 100 military points? Yes, please. Yes, please. Eliana is now a tributary of Zaka. I can't say no, unfortunately, to their demands. But they'll demand manpower from me. Okay. I don't know what's actually the best case scenario here. I mean, it would be that he fights his allies somehow. I don't know how that would happen. So we need to know if Tluck dies, and I need to know if Zaka dies. Because those are the two war wizards that will cause us a lot of issues here in the early game. And hopefully someone flips friendly and allies me. We are playing on hard, so that does make it in alliances a little bit more difficult. But such is the way of things. I really do hope we get these guys to Vassal. That would really make our lives a lot easier. Worst case scenario is that Zaka decks these guys. But considering where his troops are right now, I don't think we have to worry about that. With a Tech 4 advantage with this War Wizard, though, I think we win against Zaka. I don't know about Antluck. That's pushing it. But at least one of them. The merchants are suffering? Okay. Sounds like a merchant problem, not a me problem. Okay, they're about to take up over 60. You're about to take up over 50. Can I wait? How much longer could... 287 days for this? That's fine. I'll wait for the tech. So we can take Ammon Tech here, we can take Mill Tech here, and then I can lose the Mill points. Now that doesn't matter as much, and gain the Diplo points and the Temple power. Alright. And I just need this loyalty to tick up. There we go. Now we can complete the Unsuited Ruler. Kashra has decreed that Askasur must join their forces to our own, whether through friendship based on our mutual heritage and history, or by force if needed. If the Sarani are not united, they will never be able to defeat Pack Lord Zaka and his demonic horde. We must convince the Confluence Temple to rise against the unsuited ruler that is Mardint, or else march towards the Sun Citadel. A proposal from Eduz-Vacyn. Oh wow, they actually accepted. Cool. I was expecting to be like, oh yeah, you could have, but they rejected it. But no, they accepted it. The call to unity. Against the darkness in the lands of the Saran, we have used all the tools at hand. If we want to protect the land we love, our peoples must stand together against the dark and its servants. We maintain the hope that our brothers in the Confluence Temple share our vision, and that together we march towards Hashur to avenge blessed Irlian and to free our brothers and sisters. So we make Askasur a vassal. The country name will change to Eduz-Maduru, and they become a theocracy. They lose 200 government reform progress. They get the Bulwar Temple government reform, which makes them pretty good. And we... Okay. Askasur and Segdir are added as historical friends, I guess? Even though they already were. Maybe he got rid of it when they tag swapped? I don't know. But I'll take it. Okay, so we now have a vassal. Well, that's pretty good. Stop spying on him, then. And Elisna? Oh, you have flip friendly and I will ally you. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. It is all coming together. So I can recall this diplomat. When I have 100 military power, then I can get that war wizard. And we are close to when we could declare war on Zaka. I could promise Eliza a land and give them nothing. This is so bad, though. There are so many guys here. We have Tech 4, but I still don't know if it's enough. What's our force limit at now? 10? Good. Good, 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 good. Alright, well, now I need to improve with Irlium. So let's go ahead and do that. And who else do I need to improve with? As long as your opinion of me is over 60, we're fine. Doesn't matter. Statesman, Zanite culture. They have 100 opinion of me. Okay. Now these missions are interesting. You need to do both of them, but depending on which one you choose, it will either increase or lower your chosen role level. It will, at least it will lead you to an outcome that does that. I mean, that seems really good. And also increases. And now it wants me to reclaim this territory from Zaka. Okay. Now, when we do declare on Zaka, we'll use Anti-Monstrous. Do I want to build a spy network on Zaka, or do I want to curry favors with Elizna? Let's see how many do I get. 24 favors a month. That's not really enough. I think I should start building a spy network. Yeah. How is your guys' loyalty looking? 21, 25. Who's Syrian allied to? Elizna and Bulwar. Okay. They've also flipped friendly. This is going to be a very temporary alliance. Very temporary. But it will complete this. The Ashen Phoenix. Our former protector, the Kingdom of Sarian, has lost much of its territory in past decades to increasingly bold Null incursions. The King Edus is preparing to claim the lands of the Upper Saran for himself, even if his actions are destined to fail due to his indecision and may doom his entire kingdom. If we restore ties, Sarian can recognize the Kashra's claim to these lands, though taking them will require great struggle against the darkness. Sarian will get a proposal from Eduz-Vacyn, will happen in 10 days. Completing this mission will prevent Sarian from declaring war on Jadari if Jadar defeats Zaka. I don't know how you're supposed to declare this, or how you're supposed to get this before that happens. Like, they start off hostile or domineering. I mean, maybe there's sometimes that they don't, but there was no way for us to do that. And that war took a long time. So let's see what they say. Sarian's response. Our messengers return from Sarian, bringing the response of King Elidus Seril Zuir. Suriel has guided Elidus to the correct choice. Oh. Oh. So we will gain these 2 cores, and Sarian will lose them. You don't say. Alright, wait a month tick. Does he give up his desire for those? No, he's not. Okay. I guess we're going to rival Segdir. Oh. Yeah, no, we're definitely going to rival Segdir. And we're going to do a quick show strength on him. There's literally no reason to not do a quick humiliate rival war here. How did we get there first? What? That was surprising. Okay, don't attach to me. Stay there. Siege it down. Because we gotta wait anyways. How fast can I get favors with you? We gain 0.14 with you, 0.13 with you. But if I declared war on... Oh, Sarian has a truce with Zaka. Okay, but it's almost up. I say we promise them both land and give maybe only Elizna land and just rip Sarian off. That would be my preferred outcome here. I will gain those admin points. Thank you. Right. There's our truce with Zaka up. So now, I don't have to give him anything. Cause its ability to decrease by 1. Go ahead and refuse that. I mean, if we refuse it enough, he'll break his thing. The tributary status. Which is kind of what we're looking for here. I don't like this, though. This makes me think that Sarian's about to declare war on Zaka, which would be... bad. Very, very bad. Okay. He's moving back. Okay. Maybe he's not. Maybe we're fine. Oh, and our current Kashra has died. That's sad. The priest candidate. The judges candidate. The servants candidate. Ooh, 1 base production in our capital area? Scribes candidate, and we gain 100 diplo power. I'm gonna go for the temple power because we need at 363. They are cruel. Well, you know what? Could be worse, I guess. Could be Craven. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! He gave us our core back. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about how he may give us our core back. Maybe I should have been more loyal. I don't actually want to complete that yet. Start building a spy network, though. I didn't even think about him giving the cores back to us. Huh. Maybe he'll give me the other one. I mean, even if he doesn't give us the other one, it doesn't matter. That's still a great thing we just got. Let's go ahead and do a... I mean, how much money can I get out of them? 100 ducats? Nah, let's do a show strength. Now this makes me nervous that he's going to think about declaring war on Syrian. I want to be the one to declare the wars. Okay, Zaka declares war on Davarol. That's fine. I'm going to seize land here. That gets us up to 14. Not bad. Ask us, sir, how loyal are you? You are very loyal. Give me your trade power. Thank you. Okay. Because the moment I click this, we're going. Like, we're gonna send it. We're going to war. He won't give me a province while at war. It would be a tough war, but winnable. Oh, and the fact that I own this means that, yeah, Syria no longer wants this stuff. Okay, well, I think I know what we're doing next episode then. Next episode, we will complete this mission to get the Order of Exemplars and the War Wizard, and we will be declaring war against Zaka, getting our independence and taking back what is rightfully ours. We have a vassal, which is super nice. We got a show strength war off. So for not doing a single war, well, not a single war where we take land, I've gained one province, a subject, and we did a humiliate. That's pretty good. But that is going to be it for the first episode. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. It is the first episode, so I would appreciate it if you leave a like and comment down below to see what you are most excited for in this run. But that is going to do it for today. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.